So if you take a look at the folder in front of you, you will see many facts that are enlightening about our current situation.
Hello, you're listening to KRUI in Iowa City, 89.7 FM on the radio, streaming online at krui.fm. My name's Justin. This is iHearIC Radio, a show about local music, local arts of all sorts. I have a friend in the studio today.
Heyo.
It's Michelle, back again,
Michelle.
Keeping me company in the studio.
Yep.
I've got a bunch of music to play today. It's going to be kind of a standard episode, nothing too special. Except, the other day, Michelle and I went to Adventureland with a bunch of our friends, and we recorded something new.
Yes.
What should we tell them about it?
It's a very wonderful project that we're working on.
Mm-hmm. It's called the impedecast. We discussed it last time you were on here. We were sort of brainstorming ideas for it. So we record a show in hostile recording environments. For example, roller coasters. That was the first one. And
it turned out really well.
yeah. We released it on Friday. It's up on SoundCloud and iTunes, and it's going to be in other places soon. You can just search for it. Impedecast. IMPEDECAST.
Yes.
And I have a clip for it that I'm going to play later today in the show.
Oh, good.
Yeah, but that's going to be towards the end.
It's good stuff.
For now, I'm just going to start playing some music. The first thing I have for you is Joe Sorensen, who you met on the 20th episode of this show.
Yes.
He was in the studio with us, and this is a track from his album, The Tension Sessions, and it's called The Hardest Thing Is Hope.
Sitting outside on a Sunday afternoon, talking about the things we someday want to do. The birds in the trees are singing our own tune, yeah. Naming all the shapes of the clouds floating in the sky. The first star of evening's twinkling in her eye. Talking about the wishes we've all got inside, yeah. I wish for hope, 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 hope. I wish for hope, 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 hope. I wish for hope, 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 hope. The bravest thing is hope. She's sitting next to me. Sitting on a blanket laid out in the grass, sharing all the things we wish had never passed, saying how this moment needs to last and last, yeah. Feels like hope, 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 hope. This feels like hope, 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 hope. This feels like hope, 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 hope. The bravest thing is hope. She's sitting next to me. The evening's coming on and the birds stop their sing along, and I can't hardly see her in the fading light. The fear starts creeping in and I can't stop the dark inside that I think hope's a drug until we close our eyes. I see her hand point up and I follow her fingers to the sky and catch the starlight that was in her eyes. And she says, hope, 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 hope. The bravest thing is hope, 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 hope. The hardest thing is hope, 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 hope. But you can always hope, 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 hope. The bravest thing is hope, 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 hope. The hardest thing is hope, 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 hope. 'Cause you're never sure with hope, 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 hope. But you can always hope, 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 hope. The bravest thing is hope. The hardest thing is hope. 'Cause you're never sure with hope. But you can always hope. The hardest thing is hope. The hardest thing is hope. 'Cause you're never sure with hope. But you can always hope. She's sitting next to me.
I found a toy dinosaur over on the playground by Smith Street. It had this phone number on it, and, well, I just wanted to make sure the dinosaur made it back to its little owner.
When I found the little sippy cup, I just had to give you a call. It's for a kid, you know?
I know my son gets super attached to the smallest things, even a fire truck, and I'd be happy to drop it off.
We'd do anything for kids, yet 1 in 6 children in the U.S. struggle with hunger. Help end childhood hunger near you. Learn how at feedingamerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Okay, it's the first I've heard of that one.
I liked it.
Yeah, it's a new one to me.
I didn't like the children hunger thing, but...
Well, yeah, it's not good that they're hungry, but it's good that someone's telling us.
Right.
I guess. Before that public service announcement, you heard Joe Sorensen, his song The Hardest Thing Is Hope, and then after that was a recording of Wolf by the Ear by Jonathan Wilson, and that was recorded live at an iHearIC concert on March 24th, 2017 at the High Ground Cafe. Michele and I are here in the studio. Michele found a blue pen and she is giving herself knuckle tattoos. What are you trying to get on your tattoos there?
I'm writing Taco Bell across my knuckles.
Good choice. She's got T and A down.
It's my left hand. I'm trying to write with my left hand right now. It's taking a long time.
Yeah. Okay, let's play some more music then while you're finishing up. Up next, I've got a recording of Christopher Gainey playing the song Beans, Bacon, and Gravy.
Ago in 1981, seen many a panic vow alone. I've been hungry, I've been cold, and now I'm growing old. The worst I've seen is 2008. Oh, those beans, bacon, and gravy, they almost drive me crazy. I eat them till I see them in my dreams. In my dreams, well, I wake up in the morning and another day is dawning. I know I'll have another mess of beans. On butter, and for milk we've only water. Haven't seen a steak in many a day. And for pies, cakes, and jellies, well, we substitute sow bellies, for which we work the county road each day. Oh, those beans, bacon, and gravy, they almost drive me crazy. I eat them till I see them in my dreams. In my dreams, well, I wake up in the morning and another day is dawning. I know I'll have another mess of beans. Keep me under lock and key, or I've been broke so long I can only sing this song. The workers and their misery. All those beans, bacon, and gravy, they almost drive me crazy. I eat them till I see them in my dreams. In my dreams, and I wake up in the morning and another day is dawning. I know I'll have another mess of beans. I know I'll have another mess of beans.
Another go-round. Motionless carousel, dark and without fanfare. This is not a merry-go-round, you said, walking between fiberglass creatures caught mid-stride. Perched side-saddle on a rabbit, I felt Venus spark, revolve, fall to rust. Beside me, you were a horse, impaled on a golden stake.
That was Dot Armstrong reading her poem Another Go Round, recorded September 24th, 2015 at the Java House. Before that, as I told you before, was Chris Gainey playing the song Beans, Bacon, and Gravy. The next one, I feel I need a little bit of introduction, so it makes sense. This is what I was telling you about off mic. Do you know the song S.O.B. by Nathaniel Ratliff and the Night Sweats?
No.
Okay. You're about to hear most of it, but as the title suggests, there's a little bit of profanity in the song. And this is a recording of the High Watermark playing it. I'm pretty sure that we could get away with playing it on the station right now, but technically, KRUI doesn't want any sort of profanity on the air before 10 p.m. So I censored it myself, and yeah, I'll just let you be the judge of whether I did a good job or not. And here it goes.
I'm gonna need someone to help me. Gonna need somebody to stand. Gonna need someone to hold me down. Need someone to care. Gonna ride and shake my body. Stop pulling out my hair. Gonna cut myself in the ashes of you. Ain't nobody gonna give a son of a give me a dream up all night. Can't be me. Son of a can't be me. I wanna take my life away. Oh, 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 oh. give me a drink. Son of a give me a drink. Love all night. Can't see me. Son of a can't get me. I'm going to change my life away. Woo! Oh, wow. Oh, whoa. Oh, shaking, bugs are crawling all over me. My heart is breaking, my hands are shaking, bugs are crawling all over me. Son of a give me a drink, up all night, can't leave me. Son of a can't get me. Son of a give me a drink.
Okay, that was the High Watermark playing S.O.B., a song by Nathaniel Ratliff and the Night Sweats. How'd you think I did on that censorship there?
I think that was really entertaining.
Good. I'm protecting young ears.
Yeah.
And you finished your knuckle tattoos.
I did.
Yeah.
I think they look really good.
It says Taco Bell.
Yeah, I really like this
you
color.
You took a picture of them.
Yeah.
Can I put that on the iHearIC social media at some point? Okay.
We should maybe try it with better lighting.
Well, okay, sure.
I'm sorry. It's just...
I took the picture and Michelle thinks I did bad.
He did a horrible job.
All right, cool.
Good job on the bleeps, though.
Thank you. All right, I'm going to play one more before you do the weather, which I know you're excited for.
Yeah, you know I am.
Yeah. So right now I'm going to play a track from Haunter's album Perishing Road, and it's called Lone the Lost Turn. Do you know Haunter?
No.
Cool. He's like a...
The Pokemon?
No, but spelled the same. He's a guitarist and noise musician here in town.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty cool stuff.
All right.
Whoops, that was an abrupt ending. Didn't realize it cut off so quick. Yeah, that was Haunter. The track is called Lone the Lost Turn. It's off of his album Perishing Road. A nice, calm, quiet tune to get us ready for the weather report for today. Do you have that ready for us, Michelle?
I do. It's a nice, calm weather day. 79 degrees Fahrenheit currently, with 6 mile per hour eastward winds. Or coming from the east. We will never know. And
I don't know.
Pretty good chance of rain. According to AccuWeather, it's going to rain for 1 minute.
Okay.
That's what it says right now.
That's good.
So get ready for that.
Yeah, we're going to
have
a
very brief storm.
1 minute of rain.
Yes.
What time was that supposed to go?
That is supposed to start right now and going for 1 minute.
Okay.
But
it's not raining.
It's definitely not raining.
Yeah.
So we can't trust any of my weather reports from now on.
Okay. Well, that's fine. That's fine. You did a good job with what you were given.
I tried.
Yeah. All right. Let's get some more music. Okay. Up next is Asher Brown playing his song Up All Night. This was recorded live at the Java House, September 24th, 2015.
To keep the neighbors up with sounds of love, side by side in the bedroom. We just can't see eye to eye, a compromise. What is it I'm not saying? What is it you need to hear? Well, this could take all night. You're the love of my life. Dim the lights, pull me close, tell me all the things I should know, and keep me up all night. Keep me all your life. Dry your eyes, listen close. You're the one thing I love most. So keep me up all night. My, how far we come. When we met, you were mad at God, and I was on the run. You swore to me I was worth it all. I spent rush hour on Lake Shore, trying to prove you wrong. So what is it now I'm not saying? What is it now we need to hear? All night, but you're the love of my life. So dim the lights, pull me close, tell me all the things I should know, and keep me up all night. Keep me all your life. Dry your eyes, listen close. You're the one thing I love most. You're the best love I've ever known. You're the only place I'll be home. You're the best love I've ever known. You're worthy of it all. So if this takes all night, but you're the love of my life. So dim the lights, pull me close, tell me all the things I should know, and keep me up all night. Keep me all your life. Dry your eyes, listen close. You're the one thing I love most. So keep me up all night. Keep me up all night.
In conference rooms 6 and 7 on the 5th floor of the Pomerantz Center, one of many interconnected buildings inside the sprawling University of Iowa's hospitals and clinics, there is a collection of office cabinets against the northern wall. On top of the counter made of the bottom cabinets resides a small cardboard box that holds 6 clean white cloth sheets and 1 doormat-sized blue rug. A piece of paper taped on the outside reads, "Kindly do not remove from this room, thanks." I had been wandering lost for some time and feared I'd not arrive by 12:45 p.m. The size of the hospital is not quite clear from any one entrance. The internal volume feels achieved at times by Willy Wonka magic, which meant that even people who spent more than 40 hours of their week inside the complex for months or years could not be aware that there was a service held each Friday for Muslims. Shortly before arriving at the designated rooms, I'd been picked out of the flow of hospital foot traffic by the information desk lady. It must have been my face. Her booth was tucked into a corner and staffed only by her. She bent at the waist and spoke fast and used various smiles to enunciate her meaning. She was well-informed, yet eerily cheery, upper middle-aged, and of healthy pallor and stature. "Ah, yes, it's room 506 and 507. The elevator bank down the hall to the right, not the left. Go up 1 to the 5th floor, and then you take a right out of the 5th floor's elevator bank, but go left down the hallway. So right out of the elevator, but left down the hallway. Follow the signs to the Pomerantz Center. That's where you need to be. Go past the Melrose Dining Hall, past elevator L, left to the conference rooms. Look against the east wall for the rooms. They should be down there." I began looking around, searching for the word or the thing. "Let me draw you a map," she said finally. This is when I arrive at the request to kindly not remove the box from the room. I peeked my head and then body inside and discovered the 2 rooms to actually be one smallish rectangular conference room tucked at the side of the cafeteria. 2 tables were jammed into the south side, ad hoc along with the chairs. The sun was at a harsh angle above my right shoulder, which provided direct light for the landscape. This was a cold and clear, dry February day. I looked through the window, which filled most of the wall's 25-foot length, and found myself standing in oblong rectangles of sunlight cast on the floor. East out of the window, a bit of Iowa City under the sun of a winter noon stood. There was first one of the parking ramps for the hospital near and to the right, and then beyond and left of center, but still in the foreground, there were the 3 dorms and the roads running through. The middle ground of my vista was dominated by the horizontal gap of unoccupied airspace where the Iowa River runs, which constitutes for the city the separation of east and west, and the bridge which spans it. Then, in the background, but not too far, but up on its hill and perch, shined the old Capitol's golden dome and company of limestone buildings and massive oak trees, next to the red brick, steel, and glass of downtown. All of this, due to the freckles of ice and coating of fresh dry snow, glinted. The room, too, was lit up, and there I stood squinting, considering my current endeavor. I sighed and looked at my watch, 12:15. I waited outside the rooms on a bench that ended up being directly across from the service elevators. I watched nurses wheel patients about and doctors walk in pairs past everyone else. I saw 2 sheriffs escorting a man chained at his hands and feet to a wheelchair with bandages coming out of his mouth. One wheeled him in and turned him about while the other pressed the button. Then they both stood on either side of him. All 3 were now facing me. He was wide-eyed and watching me from the center of the elevator as the doors began to close, and I felt the increasing symmetry of the scene encroach upon my anxiety. We watched each other through the closing elevator doors, and life began to feel like a dark Wes Anderson film for me, and I figured continued misery for he. And I don't know what he'd done to arrive at that moment, but I felt bad watching. 15 minutes feels like a long time when you're aware that's how long you're waiting. There was another interruption by another doctor, but we'll come to that. Still waiting, I drifted more. A year before this moment, you see, with a good portion of the last of my money from student loan refunds during the beginning of the 2nd semester of my junior year at the University of Iowa, I sublet my apartment and bought a one-way ticket to Cairo, Egypt, a year after the revolution. In Sheremetyevo Airport, north of Moscow, which was my layover, my third and smallest bag, carrying all my extra cash, was stolen. I arrived in Egypt in the middle of the night with $15.25, and the visa I paid cost $15. I, with my large duffel bag and backpack in hand, found my brother awaiting me outside on the hood of his friend's car. I want to mention Toyota Camrys from the 90s with rust stains on the hood are ubiquitous. They are around the world. After a hug from my brother and an introduction to Nasser, my brother presented me with a spliff and I was introduced to Cairo through a roadie on the ring road at midnight. I jumped back to the hospital when I realized that in all my time traveling with no money and too much time, I had stepped not a foot into a mosque, whether during prayers or otherwise. That was not, at that point, in its scope of history, strictly historical. Due to the tensions, I had been ushered away from the Dome of the Rock in Jerusalem when the sun began to set. I had only ever seen the odd individual pray in public, off to the side in the subway tunnels or down a path in Al-Azhar Park, at the back of a shop with sons. I looked at my watch, it was now 12:30.
Hey, that was Jared Krause reading from his piece, Prayer in a Hospital. That's part 1 of that recording. I think I have 3 parts. I think I played part 3 a while back. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Nice to be out of order.
At some point, you'll be able to piece all that together once I play part 2 on the show. And before that was Asher Brown playing Up All Night. And now that we're like 2/3 of the way through the show, I feel like I should plug our Twitter. It's at iHearIC. If you're listening live, you can feel free to tweet us, and maybe whatever you have to say about what you're listening to will make it onto the air. That would be exciting for you.
Yeah, tweet us right now.
And for
please.
me. Yeah. Tell me what you want to hear. Tell me what you like about what you're hearing now.
And
tell me whatever you want.
Your deepest, darkest secrets.
Yeah, if you tell us something really juicy, we'll like stop in the middle of the next track, and we'll
exclaim it to everyone.
Yeah, we'll read it on here. Okay, up next, I have a recording of Sarah Burgess playing her song 70 Miles an Hour. This was recorded live November 3rd, 2017 at the Java House.
70 miles an hour feels like slow motion when you're in a fast car. Can you believe it's November? The year's gone by so fast. Yesterday I was shoveling snow. It's bad. With 53 gone tomorrow, 33 came back. Halfway into retirement, the future mirrors the past. Living room floating down the highway,
Support for KRUI is brought to you in part by The Broken Spoke. They offer new and used bicycles, cycling accessories, and also service all kinds of bikes. They can be found in Iowa City at their new address, 757 South Gilbert Street. For more information, visit thebrokenspoke.com or call 319-338-8900.
was Blake Shaw playing his piece Ira. Before that was a very quiet Grant spot for the Broken Spoke. And before that was Sarah Burgess with her song 70 Miles an Hour. We've got a few more things to play before we end the show. You want to say anything?
What do you
I don't know. I'm just giving you the floor. Just open mic. Anything that you want to share with the world?
Well, like I've said multiple times on this show, that I do have a podcast called We Are Rhonda, so you can check that out at weareronda.com.
Yeah, good plug.
Thank you.
Okay, up next I've got our friend Joshua Johnson playing his song All Chase, No Sleigh, and this was at the concert that we had at City Park last month, early May. Here it is.
In my youth I'd play all day on a 12-inch screen, that was my way. 16 bits was my preferred. 9 hours Super Mario World. Young low on cash, didn't cost too much to Super Smash. Marathoning with college pals, wishing I can go back there now somehow. Fast forward close to 13, Bill's job and monotony. I chase the dragon, he gets away. At 28, playing video games. All chase, no sleigh.
After an adulthood spent abusing his body, a farm boy trying to fit Los Angeles. She was coming off of work, about to spend an hour abusing her ego, attempting yoga poses beyond her stretch. A man who had to get a mammogram didn't want to get those. Maybe this tumor was his fault. A woman who had sat with death before and would listen now, all the way to the next bus stop.
That was Laura Felleman reading her poem Blue Route. Before that was Joshua Johnson and his song All Chase, No Sleigh. And that's all that I have for us today, except for the clip that I promised earlier in the show. So Michele and I just finished recording and editing and releasing the first episode of a new show, a new podcast called Impedecast. Is this my hair or yours? I found a loose hair in the studio.
He's just holding it up and talking with this hair.
I'm trying to throw you off. Okay. So on Thursday, we went to Adventureland in Altoona, Iowa with a bunch of our friends, and we recorded some conversations on the rides there. Michelle can't get on the mic because she's laughing too hard. She's just laughing at a hair. I don't know what the deal is.
The way you were holding it. I don't know.
Okay. Is there anything that we should say to preface this clip other than where we recorded it?
I mean, I think it's important that they know that the point of it is to not be high quality audio.
Sure. Yeah.
That's why it's so good in our mind.
Yeah, the show's called Impedecast because our ability to record is being impeded by whatever environment we chose to record in.
The aggressively noisy environment.
Yeah, so this one specifically was recorded on the Outlaw roller coaster at Adventureland, which is this old rickety wooden coaster. Mm-hmm. And I don't remember exactly what we talked about. Oh, we talked about I'll just let it go. Yeah. So
let it happen.
So yeah, here's our clip on the Outlaw. This is a couple minutes long.
Okay, it's recording. It's recording right now.
Yeah. I'm getting it ready is all.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to the Outlaw. For your safety, please keep your arms and legs inside the ride at all times. Here we go. Enjoy your ride.
All right, we're recording here on the Outlaw.
Possibly the oldest ride in the world.
Yeah. It's really loud and rickety.
It's loud already. We haven't even gone up the hill yet.
Yeah.
Okay, but since we are on a roller coaster, I have a topic.
Okay.
So there's a documentary about a woman who is sexually attracted to a roller coaster.
Okay.
She actually married it, I believe.
Okay.
So, what is your objectual preference? If you had to choose an object to be sexually attracted to, what object would it be?
Oh man, okay, difficult question. Are we including like plants and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything but a person or animal.
The actual gourd. Yeah, watermelon or pumpkin, I think, would be my choice.
That's a good choice.
Yeah.
We both chose food. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I think I already do sexualize food a lot, though, sometimes.
Really? Specifically macaroni and cheese?
It's like the excitement that builds up to eating a meal that you've been waiting for. It's a different kind of tension.
Yeah, I get it. And then the release of the tension is eating it.
Eating it, yeah.
Okay, that was pretty good. Outlaw is fun. Yep, there you go. There's just a little taste of our new thing. It's about an hour long, the first episode, so you just got a little chunk that's like halfway through or so. There's plenty more content where that comes from.
Oh, yeah,
so
it's all so good.
If you enjoyed that, you can find the whole thing by searching Impedecast. We have it up on SoundCloud and iTunes right now. It should be up on Google Play soon. I think the Google people take a break on the weekends, but the iTunes people approved it in just 1 hour.
Yeah,
so
that was really
they loved it, is what that means.
Yeah.
All right, so we're drawn to a close here. It's after 4, so I should say you're listening to KRUI in Iowa City, 89.7 FM, and KRUI.FM. That takes care of the station ID at the top of the hour. And we're just about to end the show. So before we go, I want to plug a couple things. So the iHearIC concert series is off for the summer. But if you're looking for stuff to do, the Feed Me Weird Things concert series is sometimes pretty similar to what we do. Features a lot of the same acts that we do, but also is bringing in really good avant-garde stuff from out of town as well. and they have a show, I believe this is next Thursday. Sorry if I'm wrong about that, but their 4th show of the season is at Trumpet Blossom as usual, and they'll be featuring the groups Midwife, American Grandma, Kevin Greenspan, and the local band Kaleidoscope, who we've played on this show and had on our concerts before. They're really good. I also, if you live in Cedar Rapids or you go there a lot, there are municipal band concerts happening through the summer. I run sound for that group, so it sounds really good. If you're listening live, they have a concert tonight at Beaver Park, which I will be going to straight after this. That'll be fun. Again, if you sit near me, the sound will be good, because that's the only way I can judge it. Do you have anything else to throw in? You plugged your podcast, We Are Rhonda. It's a good listen. I listen every week. Those come out Wednesday or Thursday, usually?
Wednesday.
Okay.
So a weekly show comes out every Wednesday. So yeah, check it out. I think it has some good stuff. Mm-hmm. Good stuff to offer.
I like it.
Thank you.
And if you like this show, iHearIC, I have the full archive of that online. You can find it on iTunes, Google, Mixcloud, or SoundCloud. And I always put artist links in the description of each episode so you can find more stuff by these people if you enjoy it. iHearIC.com is a good place to find all the links. We're also on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. You can find all our content. And if you want to contact us directly, if you have some music that you want us to hear, or you have a show coming up that you want us to know about, or you want to play at one of our shows later on, or you just want to say hi, the best way to reach us is ihearic@gmail.com. Yes, and I have one more track to end the show with. This is another one from my friend David Clare's new album, The Shattered Dreams Variations, which you, Michelle, listened to in its entirety, and you liked it, right?
Yeah.
So today, to end the show, I'm going to play variation number 3, which is called Bright Eye. It's kind of a mellow, sort of ambient sort of thing.
Good.
And again, everything on the album is based on the song Shattered Dreams by the band Johnny Hates Jazz. So this is the end of the show, so I will see you next week. Enjoy your summer week. Bye, everybody.
KRUI. Yeah, it's that good.
You're listening to KRUI, Iowa City Sound Alternative.